Hello guys and welcome to my new video. If you like ducks, whales, roosters and insane combo decks, this video is for you. Live deck profile and combo tutorial. Let's go. So we are going through all the card choices of my amber, amethyst, whales and ducks combo deck in the 1-drop slot. I have 4 copies of Genobox Followers and 4 copies of Diablo. They are both cantrip characters, they draw cards, and Genobox Followers can take out the damage to me with their 2 strength. That's why I run them over brooms. We need card draw in this deck to find our combo pieces early and have them in hand when we can play them. On the 2-drop slot, I run 2 copies of Cusco. He's a 1 strength, 2 health character, quest for 1, and when he's banished, he draws you an additional card. So you can sacrifice him, or when he gets banished by your opponent. Since this color combination lacks removal, we need to make sure our opponent can't remove our stuff. That's why I run 3 copies of Bare Necessities. You can look at their opponent's hand and take 1 non-character card out of his hands, like a bee prep, a damage song, or whatever you want to get rid of. And here we are, our ramp cards. 4 copies of Lantern. It's a 2-cost uninkable item, and when you exert it, you pay 1 ink less for the next character you play this turn. You need these ramp cards to get a hand on your combo pieces, Monstro and Donald, a couple turns earlier as usual, and that's why it's important to mulligan hard for one of these lanterns or for one of this Huey. It's a 2-cost uninkable character, 2 strength, 3 willpower, quests for 1, and his ability says every time he quests, you pay 1 ink less for the next character you play this turn. So basically, he's a lantern on a stick when he quests, and if you manage to find one of your ramp cards, you just have to make sure to protect it, to play the whale and the duck in turn 5 and 6, which is the earliest possible with this deck combination. And yeah, I think that's it for the 2-drop slot. And for the 3-drop slot, we have 4 copies of We Know the Way, which is one of our combo pieces we need. It's a song, inkable, and it says you shuffle 1 card from your discard into your deck, and then you reveal the top card of the deck. If it's the card you just shuffled into your deck, you can play it for free. Otherwise, you put it into your hand. It's the card you need at the end, so you can cycle We Know the Way endlessly and gain lore for the combination, so you can win the game in 1 turn. In the 3-drop slot, I also have 3 copies of Merlin Crab to have a little edge against other decks, to push your characters you want to play and challenge the board. That's why I run the crab. And of course, I have 4 copies of Madame Mim Fox, which is one of the strongest purple cards in the game, and hopefully get a reprint with set 9 coming, because I just love Fox. And you need Fox to contest the board, to bounce back one of your 1-drop characters or one of your 2-drop characters. And yeah. And I also, of course, have 4 copies of Friends on the other side. It's a 3-cost inkable song, and it draws you 2 cards. Card draw is an important thing in this deck. You want to find your combo pieces, you want to draw cards, you want to dig through your deck as quickly as possible, and that's why I run so many card draw options in the deck. That's it for the 3-cost slot. For the 4-cost slot, I decided to put in 4 copies of Yago. He's a 4-cost inkable character, 4 strength, 6 willpower, quest for 1. He is evasive and he's an illusion. So when your opponent targets him with an action or a song, he gets banished, but you need it to contest the board, to have an edge against all those evasive decks and characters played right now. So I put in 4 copies of Yago. For additional card draw, I have 4 copies of Rapunzel. She's a 1/5 character, quest for 2, and when you play her, you can remove up to 3 damage from a certain character and draw a card for each damage removed this way. So she helps digging through your deck, finding your combo pieces, and having enough cards in hand for the combination itself. And here's our second combo piece. It's Alan Adale. It's a 4-cost inkable character, 2 strength, 3 willpower, quest for 2, and every time you play a song, you get 1 lore. And that's why you need We Know the Way to play it endlessly and Alan Adale to gain the lore from it. That's it for the 4-cost slot. So for the 5-cost slot, I run, of course, one of the strongest purple cards, Elsa, 5th Spirit, 2 strength, 5 willpower, quest 1. She has rush, she has evasive, and when you play her, you can exert a character on the opposing side. So you have the possibility to challenge the board, to contest the board, and keep your opponent's characters in check. That's what you need to do early on in the game. And with the ramp cards, you have access to her in turn 4, especially if you're running into a more aggro version of a deck. And for some additional card draw, I run 3 copies of Finders Keepers, a 5-cost inkable action, and it draws you 3 cards and helps you again digging through your deck, finding your combo pieces. And speaking of combo pieces, here they are. The first one, it's Monstro, giant whale. It's an 8-cost inkable character, 6 strength, 8 willpower, quest for 2, and he has rush. And his second ability, whenever you discard a card from your hand, you can ready Monstro. He can't quest for the rest of the turn, but he can still challenge, he can still sing songs, and that's what you need in combination with the last card in our deck, and that's the new super rare Donald Duck. It's an 8-cost inkable character, 4 strength, 8 willpower, quests for 2. His first ability, it's not important. You pay 2 ink less for every piggy bank item you have in play, but his second ability is what makes him so strong. When you play this character, every other character you have gets the ability exert, draw 1 card. And yeah, that's what you need for the combination. To give Monstro the ability of Donald, draw cards, discard cards with Monstro's ability, and do this endlessly to find your other combo pieces you need. Go through your deck. But I will take a quick break here and show you how this endless combination works to make sure you win the game in 1 turn. I am back with the setup for our combination. This is what your board should look like. You should have a Monstro on board ready to take action. This is your discard pile and this is the rest of your deck. And this is what your hand should look like in the turn you want to pull off the combination. You need Donald Duck in your hand and maybe 2 copies of We Know the Way and an additional card. And of course the possibility to play characters for 8 ink, like with the ramp tools or your inkwell. So what you do basically is you play the Donald Duck to give Monstro the ability for each exert to draw an additional card. And then you use the ability of Donald, you exert Monstro, you draw additional card, and then you discard a card to ready Monstro. And then you do this until you have no card left in your deck. So you put all your deck into your discard pile until you have 3 hand cards. And this should be We Know the Way, 1 additional card to discard, and another copy of We Know the Way. And then that's what you do. You sing We Know the Way with Monstro. Then you shuffle an Alan Adale card in your deck, which means you just put it on top. And then you reveal the top card of your deck, and if it's the just shuffled card, you can play it for free. So you play an Alan Adale for free now. We Know a Way is in our discard. Then you discarded the additional card to re-ready Monstro again. And then you sing We Know the Way with Monstro. You put We Know the Way on top of your deck, reveal the top card, and it's We Know the Way. So you can play it for free. And then you put another We Know the Way on top of the deck, and you do this endlessly. And for every time you play We Know the Way, you gain 1 lore from Alan a Dale and finish the game in 1 turn. So what's necessary to pull off this awesome combination? You need to make sure to have enough ink to play Monstro. You need to make sure you have enough ink to play Donald the turn after. So you need to stick a Monstro on board, have a Donald in hand, and a couple hand cards, because then you just dig through your deck and put the combo pieces in your hand. You need to pull off the combination, as I just explained. I know it's not that easy to pull it off every time, but I had some test games already where I could pull a combination off, and it's great. It's just great to know, okay, from this point on, I just win the game and you can't stop me. The reason why I run some strong cards like Crab, Elsa, Iago or Fox is just because early on you need to contest the board. You need to play a normal deck and not only rely on the combination. I hope I could showcase you how this cool and 1-turn combination deck works. I will wrap up the video right here, and I hope you liked it. If you are new to the channel, I'm always happy about new subscribers, so hit the subscribe button and leave a like on the video and a comment what you liked about the video and whatnot. I will do some more of these live deck profile videos in the near future. And now, thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Flokki.